ಕೋರ್ತಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಇನ್ನೇನು ಕೆಲವೇ ಕ್ಷಣಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. Press and media friends, I take this opportunity to welcome one and all, and I'm thrilled to invite you to the pre-launch event of the Science and Technology Awareness Expo, which focus on the key sector including agriculture, horticulture, food processing, dairy, pottery, and sericulture. This is a unique initiative aimed to connect Karnataka's agriculture innovations with neighboring countries with collaboration and promote Karnataka's advancement in the agriculture under the latest high technology. The concept, it is focusing on the sustained growth, the exchange of the transformation agriculture technologies. ಹೌದು, ರೈತರು ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದ ಬೆನ್ನೆಲುಬು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದೇ ರೈತರನ್ನ ಬರೀ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗಿರುವಂತ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಅಥವಾ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಏನಿದೆಯೋ ಅದನ್ನ ಶೋಕೇಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಸುವರ್ಣ ವೇದಿಕೆ, ಸುವರ್ಣ ಅವಕಾಶ ನಮ್ಮ ರೈತರಿಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಚಿನ್ನದಂತ ಅವಕಾಶ ನಮ್ಮ ರೈತರಿಗೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಈವೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಯುವಂತ ಈ ಈವೆಂಟ್ ಹೇಗೆ ರೈತರಿಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೇದ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಹೇಗೆ ರೈತರನ್ನ ಆ ಒಂದು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋ ಅಂತ ನಾವೇನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀವೋ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರೀ ಲಾಂಚ್ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಮಿಸಿರುವಂತ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಆತ್ಮೀಯವಾದ ಜೋರಾದ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ ಮೂಲಕ ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಬಯಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಪುಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್. What we are getting is networking, showcasing innovations, collaboration ventures ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ತಪ್ಪಾಗ್ಲಾರ್ದು. ಪ್ರತಿ ಒಂದು ನಾವು ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡುವಾಗ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳು ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಂತ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳು ಅದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಟ್ಟ ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ದೇಶ ವಿದೇಶಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ನ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದು ಇದು ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಬಹಳ ಉತ್ತಮವಾದ ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಅದೇ ಒಂದು ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಪುಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್ ಟು ಬಿಗಿನ್ ವಿತ್ ಐ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ತಿಪ್ಪೇಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಸರ್, R&D head, to give a brief welcome to one and all.
Great honor to welcome Professor Ashok, Alur, Kodagu University, Vice Chancellor on the dais. Sir, please. I am very happy to invite Dr. M. Dhanunjaya, CEO, Best Taught, Indian Institute of Horticultural Research. Sir, please, sir. Mr. Prakash, sir, Project Coordinator, Indian Institute of Horticultural. Please, sir, both of you. So, I am heartily welcoming Dr. M.S. Rao, former Principal Scientist, ICAR-IIHR, sir. Please, sir. Now, I am welcoming Mr. Ramesh Kanchukomala, Founder and CEO of Bala Supermart. Please.
Request all the dignitaries to light the lamp. ದೀಪ ಬೆಳಗಿಸುವ ಮೂಲಕ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾಲನೆ ನೀಡಬೇಕು. ದೀಪದ ಬೆಳಕು ಯಶಸ್ಸುಪೂರ್ವಕವಾಗಿರಲಿ ಅಂತ ಆಶಿಸೋಣ. ಹಾಗೆ ಏಕದಂತ of this event, I request once again our dignitaries, ನಮ್ಮ ಅತಿಥಿ by the chief guest, to signify to start the expo, reflecting unity and enlightenment in the field of science and agriculture. ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಹಾಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ಉನ್ನತಿ, ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ವಿಶೇಷ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಶಸ್ಸನ್ನ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ನಮ್ಮ ರೈತರ ಬದುಕು ಹಚ್ಚ ಹಸಿರಾಗಿರ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ದೀಪ ಬೆಳಗಿಸುವ ಮೂಲಕ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾಲನೆ ನೀಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋದ ಲೋಕಲ್ ಲಾಂಚ್ ಈಗ ನಡೆದಿದೆ. ಭಾರತ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳೋ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಮಾಹಿತಿ ನಮ್ಮ ರೈತರಿಗೆ ಕನ್ಸರ್ನ್ ಆಗೋ ತರ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಒಂದು ಲೋಗೋ ಲಾಂಚ್ ಹೊಸ ಅಧ್ಯಾಯಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊಸದ ಒಂದು ವಿಶೇಷ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಸ ಬೆಳಕನ್ನ ಚೆಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಭಾರತ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ಮಾರ್ಟ್. ಹಾಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಗಣ್ಯಾತಿ ಗಣ್ಯರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಶ್ರೀಲಂಕಾದ ಅಂಬಾಸಿಡರ್ ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಬಟ್ ಅವ್ರ ಫ್ಲೈಟ್ ಮಿಸ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅವ್ರು ಬರಕ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. Who had to be present here on this occasion to grace this occasion, but the flight was delayed, so he is not able to join us. ಪ್ರಥಮ ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಲವಾರು ವಿಚಾರಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಒಂದು ಬೆಳಕನ್ನ ಹಾರಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಅಶೋಕ್ ಆಲೂರ್ ಅವರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ ಮೂಲಕ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಬಂದ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. He'll be giving the enlightenment about this event.
ಇವತ್ತಿನ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಮತ್ತು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮತ್ತು ಶ್ರೀಲಂಕಾ ನಡುವೆ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಈ ಒಂದು ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರಥಮವಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತೊಂದು ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮೀಟನ್ನು ಇವತ್ತು ಮಾಡಲಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋದ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಏನು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಲವಾರು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ 4 ಕೃಷಿ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯಗಳು, 1 ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕೆ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ, 1 ವಿಶ್ವವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ, ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆ ಮಾಡತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಭಾರತೀಯ ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕೆ ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ, ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಹಲವಾರು ಭಾರತೀಯ ಕೃಷಿ ಅನುಸಂಧಾನ ಪರಿಷತ್ತಿನಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಕೃಷಿ ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ, ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕೆ ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಅಥವಾ ತತ್ಸಂಬಂಧಿ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹಲವಾರು ಉತ್ಪಾದನಾ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನ ಸುಧಾರಣೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ಕೈಜೋಡಿಸಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ರೈತರು ಉತ್ತಮವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಇಳುವರಿಯನ್ನ ಫಸಲನ್ನು ಪಡೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಸಹಾಯ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಮಾರು 1400ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ರೈತ ಉತ್ಪಾದಕ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳನ್ನು ಸ್ಥಾಪನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ರೈತರು ಮತ್ತು ಗ್ರಾಹಕರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಆ ಅಂತರವನ್ನು ಕಡಿಮೆಗೊಳಿಸಿ ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಗ್ರಾಹಕರನ್ನು ತಲುಪತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹಲವಾರು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನಗಳನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿದೆ. ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವಿವಿಧ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯಗಳು, ಸಂಘ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹೊಸ ಅನ್ವೇಷಣೆಗಳು ಕೃಷಿ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ, ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕೆ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಸಂಬಂಧಿತ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹೊಸ ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನಗಳು, ಅನ್ವೇಷಣೆಗಳೇನಿದ್ದಾವೆ ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯಕ್ಕಷ್ಟೇ ಸೀಮಿತವಾಗಬಾರದು, ಇದು ಬೇರೆ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಮತ್ತು ದೇಶಗಳ ರೈತರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ತಲುಪಬೇಕು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಉದ್ದೇಶವನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಈ ಒಂದು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋ ಅನ್ನ ಇವತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಲಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಶ್ರೀಲಂಕಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ನಡೀತದೆ. ಶ್ರೀಲಂಕಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ 20ರಿಂದ 22ನೇ ತಾರೀಕಿನವರೆಗೆ 3 ದಿನಗಳ ಕಾಲ ಈ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋ ಅನ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಘಟನೆ ಮಾಡಲಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಸಂಘಟನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹಲವಾರು ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಗಳ ದಿಗ್ಗಜರು, ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳು, ಅನುಭವಿಕರು ಬಂದು ತಮ್ಮ ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನ ಹಂಚಿಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಕೃಷಿ ಮತ್ತು ಸಂಬಂಧಿತ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹೊಸ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಆಹಾರ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಮೀನು ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ, ಮೀನುಗಾರಿಕೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಪಶುಸಂಗೋಪನಾ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಡೈರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಶೈಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಯ ಚಿಂತನೆಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಸಣ್ಣ ಮತ್ತು ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮ ಕೈಗಾರಿಕೆಗಳಿದಾವೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ವಿಚಾರಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, ರಿಟೇಲಿಂಗ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇ ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ವಿಚಾರದಲ್ಲಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಕೃಷಿ ಮಾರುಕಟ್ಟೆಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಚಿಂತನೆಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಕೃಷಿಯ ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಹಂಚಿಕೆ ಮಾಡತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವಿಚಾರ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಸಂಗ್ರಹದ ವಿಚಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹೊಸ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕೆ ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಇದೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ತರಕಾರಿಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಹಣ್ಣುಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಹೀಗೆ ಕೃಷಿ, ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕೆ, ಮೀನುಗಾರಿಕೆ, ಹೈನುಗಾರಿಕೆ ಇಂತಹ ಸಂಬಂಧಿತ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ವೇಷಣೆಗಳನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ರೈತರಿಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ನಾವು ನೀಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ಇಂತಹ ವಿಚಾರಗಳು ಪಕ್ಕದ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ರೈತರು ಕೂಡ ಈ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆಗಳ ಫಲಿತಾಂಶಗಳ ಒಂದು ಲಾಭವನ್ನ ಪಡಿಬೇಕು. ಅಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೃಷಿ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದ ಸರಪಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಉದ್ಯಮಿಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಇದನ್ನ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಉದ್ದೇಶವನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಮತ್ತು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನದ ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಸಂಘ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ಭಾಗವಹಿಸ್ತವೆ. ಇದೊಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಫಲಪ್ರದವಾಗಿ ನಡೀಲಿ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಹಾರೈಕೆಗಳೊಂದಿಗೆ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನನಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸಿ ನನ್ನ 2 ಮಾತಿಗೆ ವಿರಾಮ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ.
Who will be sessioning this session is Mr. Prakash Patil, Project Coordinator, Assistant Director of IIHR. I request you to please take this.
ಮಾನ್ಯ ಕುಲಪತಿ ಅವರೇ, ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರೇ, my colleague Dr. Dhananjaya, Dr. M.S. Rao and organizers, all press meet officers, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, this is one platform wherein you will be able to meet as the chairman has briefed. This kind of events are essential because always we talk of when we grow the crop, the farmers are at the loss because they won't get the price. Recently there was an assessment made by national level. Assessment were made. What is the share of a farmer in their produce? It is so surprising because I am talking mainly on the related to horticulture. Horticulture crops share almost more than 50% share goes to traders. Farmers gets just 20 to 30%. Imagine up to 70%. They have done the Niti Aayog has done assessment various crops, and even in fruits also. It may be banana, it may be apple. You can Google it. RBI has published a report on the share of the growers to the production. This is happening because we do not have proper network, and another problem is it's a perishable commodity. And third is the country is always looking for that we need to have a better foreign exchange. So if those things are to happen, this kind of platform will definitely help, so that we cannot avoid middlemen. Let us be clear that no, it is a part of a game, and the livelihood system or the any system, they have to be. Anything if you eat, you cannot consume 100%. There will be some part, but there is a ratio. We cannot go beyond that one. That to happen, this kind of event is very good. And the speciality of this group is, it's an NGO started, exporttoday.com, which helps the growers, because the farmer may not have all the ideas about doing the export business, custom duties and all other things. They may not have the things. Otherwise, definitely, Karnataka is one leading state in the country. Very good fruits and vegetables we grow it. Of course, even Bangalore is known for the quality vegetable production. But the price realization is very, very less to the farmers. So those to get that one, this kind of one way is to have the export. Second one is they cannot directly approach them through Bharat supermarket. They have created that one supermarket, so supermart they call. Through them they can the growers can sell the produce and earn the foreign exchange. The foreign currency can be earned by the growers, and this kind of venture will help. What I was saying, instead of 70% to the only realizing 20% of their investment by the farmer, this kind of event will help to at least reach to 50%, so that their income has to be. End of the day, we all are looking that a smile in the farmer face. When it happens, whatever he or she grows, they should get a price more than their investment. Then we bring happy, and I'm sure this kind of event will join hands in the state of Karnataka to make the farmers more happy and earn more. Marketing many times, because we are in the same field, whenever we organize field day, farmers interaction and all, most of the farmers will ask only one question: sir, ನಾವು ಬೆಳಿತೇವೆ, ನಮ್ ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಏನೂ ಸಿಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬೀದಿಗೆ ಬೀಸಾಕ್ಬೇಕು. ಟೊಮೆಟೊ 5 ರೂಪಾಯಿಗೆ ನಮ್ ತಂದು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. ಟುಡೇ ಈರುಳ್ಳಿ 100 rupees ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆಗೆ ಬರೀ 5 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, 10 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ there are these kind of the supermarts will help to move to other places where demand is there, so you'll get it. I wish that it will take a great success, and wish that the farmers will get the benefit out of this kind of platform. Thank you for giving me this opportunity by the Atma. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ರೈತರು ಪ್ರತಿ ಸತಿನೂ ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಬೆಳೆ ಬೆಳಿಬೇಕು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆಳೆ ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಕಟ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಸರ್ವೇ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ನಡೆಯಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಬೆಲೆ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಏರಿಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಸಿಗದೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಿರಾಸೆ ಆಗೋದು ಸರ್ವೇ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ. ಆ ನಿರಾಸೆಯಿಂದ ಆ ಒಂದು ಬೆಳೆನ ರೋಡಿಗೆ ಬಿಸಾಡೋದಾಗ್ಲಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದಾಗ್ಲಿ, ಮತ್ತೊಂದಾಗ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೂಲಕ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೈತರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಮಾತ್ರ ಭರವಸೆ ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ, ಒನ್ ಹೋಪ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ತಕ್ಕವಾದ ಬೆಲೆ ಸಿಗದೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಿದೇಶ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗೋ ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶನ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಕರೆನ್ಸಿನ ನಾವು ತಗೊಳೋದ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ.
ಗುಡ್ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಎವ್ರಿವನ್. ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನನ್ನ ಆತ್ಮೀಯರು ಹಾಗೂ ಹಿರಿಯರು ಹಾಗೂ ಈಗಿನ ಕೊಡಗು ಜಿಲ್ಲಾ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯದ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳು Dr. Alur sir and my your today's in charge director, because our regular director went to Delhi, and our Patil sir has been nominated for this function. Patil sir, then our senior colleague has taken retirement and started his entrepreneur journey, and he has helped many entrepreneurs to come up in the horticulture sector, Dr. M.S. Rao sir, and this main person behind organizing this event, Mr. Ramesh. ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಅನಿರೀಕ್ಷಿತವಾಗಿನೇ ಬಂದಂಗೆ. ಕಾರಣ, ಕಳೆದ ಒಂದು ವಾರದ ಹಿಂದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಅನೇಕ ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನಗಳು ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳು. ಬರೀ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಭಾರತ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ 12 ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳ ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾವೊಂದು ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದ ಒಂದು ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಮೀಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಳೆದ ವಾರದ ಹಿಂದೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಆ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ರಮೇಶ್ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಒಂದು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು. ಅವ್ರು ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ, ನನಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಯ್ತು. ನಾನು ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು 2 to 3 hours ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಕಳೆದೆ. ಕಾರಣ, ನಾನು ಇವತ್ತು ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕೆ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಇನ್ಕ್ಯುಬೇಷನ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಚೀಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಇನ್ಕ್ಯುಬೇಷನ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಲಿ 100ಕ್ಕೂ ಅಧಿಕ ಉದ್ದಿಮೆದಾರರನ್ನ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಯಾಗಿ ಅನೇಕ ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕೆ ಮತ್ತು ಕೃಷಿ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಉದ್ದಿಮೆಗಳನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇವರು ಸಹಿತ ನಮ್ಮ ಇನ್ಕ್ಯುಬೇಷನ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ದು ಮೆಂಬರ್ಶಿಪ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಆ ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಏನು ಲೈಸೆನ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕಮರ್ಷಿಯಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಲೈಸೆನ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ಇನ್ಕ್ಯುಬೇಷನ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಅನ್ನೇ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇದರಿಂದ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹಿಂದೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವ್ರು ರೈತರು ಇವತ್ತು ಬೆಳೆ ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕೆಲವು ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಬೆಲೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಅನೇಕ ಸಂದರ್ಭಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಲೆ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ದು ಏನು ಇನ್ಕ್ಯುಬೇಷನ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕೆ ಬೆಳೆಗಳ ಮೌಲ್ಯವರ್ಧನೆ, ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸಿಂಗ್ ಮತ್ತು ಮೌಲ್ಯವರ್ಧನೆಗೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಒತ್ತು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿನೇ ಒಬ್ರು ನಮ್ಮ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ಯುಬೇಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬಹಳ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಂಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಜಂಟ್ರನ್ ಅವ್ರು ರವೀಂದ್ರ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ತರ ಅನೇಕ ಜನರು ಇವತ್ತು ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕೆ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಉದ್ದಿಮೆದಾರರಾಗಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಇದನ್ನ ಜರ್ನಿನ ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ರಮೇಶ್ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡೋ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಈ ತರ ನಾವು ರೈತರ ಪದಾರ್ಥಗಳು ಏನು ಮೌಲ್ಯವರ್ಧನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ಬರೀ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲನೆ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಂಟ್ರಿಗೂ ಸಹಿತ ಈ ಪದಾರ್ಥಗಳು ತಲುಪಬೇಕು, ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನದ ಪದಾರ್ಥಗಳು ತಲುಪಬೇಕು. ಈ ಮುಖೇನ ರೈತರಿಗೂ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಉದ್ದಿಮೆದಾರರಿಗೂ ಭಾರತದ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ದೇಶದ ಮಾರುಕಟ್ಟೆಗೂ ನಾವು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ಅತ್ಯುತ್ತಮ ಪರಿಕಲ್ಪನೆ ಅಂತ ನನಗನ್ನಿಸ್ತು. ಆ ಒಂದು ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಆಹಾರ ಮೌಲ್ಯವರ್ಧನೆಗೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು 6 ಕೋಟಿ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಅನುದಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾನು ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಮುಂದ್ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸ್ವಂತ ಉದ್ದಿಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋರಿಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಶಿಪ್ ತಗೊಂಡು, ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಸರ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಆಲೂರ್ ಸರ್ ಹಿಂದೆ COE FPOs ಅಂತಿದೆ, ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸರ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್, ಅದರದ್ದು ಮುಖ್ಯಸ್ಥರಾಗಿದ್ರು. ಇವತ್ತು ನಾನು ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್, ಸ್ವಸಹಾಯ ಸಂಘಗಳು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ರೈತ ಉತ್ಪಾದಕ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು, ಇವರನ್ನ ಸಹಿತ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾನು ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಒತ್ತು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಇನ್ವೈಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಕಾರಣ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ, ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಆರ್ಟ್, ಬಟ್ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಟ್ಟದ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆದ್ರೂ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿತ್ತು ಅದಕ್ಕಂತ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದು ಮಾರುಕಟ್ಟೆ ಅನುಭವವನ್ನು ಪಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ತದನಂತರ ತಮ್ಮದೇ ಆದ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಂತ ಉದ್ದಿಮೆ ಹಾಕೋಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅವ್ರ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನವನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ರಮೇಶ್ ಅವರು ಸಹಿತ ಇನ್ಕ್ಯುಬೇಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅನೇಕ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು 100ಕ್ಕೂ ಅಧಿಕ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಅಪ್ಗಳು ಅನೇಕ ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಮಾರುಕಟ್ಟೆನಲ್ಲಿ, ದೇಶೀಯ ಮಾರುಕಟ್ಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಗತಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇನ್ನು ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ಏನು ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಅಪ್ಗಳು ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ಕ್ಯುಬೇಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿರೋರು ಮಾರುಕಟ್ಟೆ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಈ ಒಂದು ಏನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋ ಏನು ಶ್ರೀಲಂಕಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ ಹಮ್ಮಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಈ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪರಿಚಯ ಮತ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶಗಳಿಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ರಮೇಶ್ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗಮನ ತಂದ್ರು. ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಮನಗಂಡು ಇವತ್ತು ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಬೇಕು. ಈ ತರ ರೈತರಿಗೆ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗಂತದ್ದು, ಉದ್ದಿಮೆದಾರಿಗೆ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗಂತದ್ದು, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯವರು ಏನು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳು ಸಹಿತ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಾರ್ಥಕತೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಮಾಡೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ಅದರಿಂದ ಉದ್ದಿಮೆದಾರರು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡದೇ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು, ಈ ತರದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ರೈತರಿಗೆ, ಉದ್ದಿಮೆದಾರರಿಗೆ, ಸಂಶೋಧನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೂ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗುವಂತ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಇದು ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾನು ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಅವರ ಈ ತರದ ಯಾವುದೇ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಯುಬೇಷನ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಈ ತರ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನಗಳ ಜೊತೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ನಾನು ಮಾತು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೀನಿ.
ಆದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗಿರೋ ಒಂದು ಅನುಕೂಲಗಳು, ನಿಮ್ಗಿರೋ ಒಂದು ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಸ್, ನೀವ್ ಅದನ್ನ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನ ಬಳಸಿದ್ರೆ ಖಂಡಿತ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನ ಕೂಡ ಚಿನ್ನದಂತ ಜೀವನ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಮುಖ್ಯವಾದದ್ದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಭಾರತ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ಮಾರ್ಟ್. ಈ ಒಂದು ವೇದಿಕೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಹಲವಾರು ದೇಶಗಳಿಗೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶ ಅವ್ರಿಗಿದೆ. ಅವರ ಕಟ್ಟಂತ ಕನ್ಸು ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಬೆಲೆಗೆ ನಿಜವಾದ ಒಂದು ನೆಲೆ ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದಿನ ಸೆಷನ್ ಚೇರ್ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ MS ರಾವ್ ಅವರು, ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ICAR-IIHR. Please welcome him. Please put your hands together.
Good afternoon, everyone. Dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. So I congratulate Mr. Ramesh for embarking a journey, and he calls it actually as a technology at your doorstep, empowering nations, innovations together, growing with Sri Lanka. It's a great, objective that he has. He has a great task ahead. So I was discussing with him what exactly are the problems for the people who are all exporting, the farmers, when they want to export actually their produce, what exactly is the problem? So he was explaining actually the residues, the chemical residues, the pesticide residues, the deposits which are present in the food produce is a great stumbling block, not only for the farmers, but also the industries. Those who would like to, export residue-free produce, it's a big challenge. This is what he was, sharing it. It's very true. The farmers in this country, they face, serious issues with the pests and diseases. The pests have become so serious, they start using a lot of pesticides. And they are innocent. They do not know actually how much to use it. Indian Institute of Horticultural Research and the whole Indian Council of Agriculture Research and the National Agriculture Research System gives a proper judicious use of the chemicals and fertilizers, but then it doesn't reach them. And many times if it reaches also, the dealer guides them actually how to use it. So this is the situation in this country. They end up in using a lot of pesticides. So the farmers, are giving the produce actually to the society, which are laced with the harmful chemicals, pesticides, fungicides, bactericides. We in the society are consuming a lot of all these things, and you all know residues is a very big problem. And the pesticide usage has become very rampant. because of another reason, that the soil health is a big issue. Soils are sick in this country. There is hardly any organic matter actually in the whole 144 million hectares which we are cultivating in the Indian subcontinent. So we have organic matter actually something to the tune of 1.5% to 0.5%. We should be having ideally around 4% organic matter. When the organic matter is not there, the microbial load, the beneficial microbial load, it will not be there. The beneficial microbial load will help the plant to sustain well. The sustainable root system, healthy root system will help the plants to be able to produce produce very healthy, and they will have an inherent tolerance, resistance, because all these microbes which are present actually, there are billions of millions. We used to have billions of microbes in the soil, but now we don't have billions. We don't have even millions, actually less than that. So this is a situation because of not using the organic matter. That's why Government of India, and Sri Lankan government and various other governments talk a lot about the organic farming, sustainable farming, natural farming, because we have to bring back the soil health. The soil sickness is so rampant because of the lack of beneficial microbes. When the beneficial microbes are not there, then the harmful fungi and the harmful bacteria will flourish, and they affect the root system, and the roots will not be very good, and the plants growth is also not very good. So because of the plant growth and all this, farmers start using a lot of fertilizers, and because of the pests and diseases, they use pesticides. So the problem starts from the very beginning. So this is a problem which we have to address. And he talks about innovations and technologies. We have a lot of innovations, a lot of technologies. And I worked as in Indian Institute of Horticultural Research for 30 years. So we have promoted actually the biopesticides use from Indian Institute of Horticultural Research. I have transferred 800 industry clients. Actually, we have given the biopesticides technologies. Biopesticides today are available. Even after I have taken the voluntary retirement, I started helping the farmers through industry, through FPOs, by giving a very excellent products actually called biopesticides, because quality of the biopesticides is very important. That's what farmers were always asking. Then I entered into this business called biopesticide business. So biopesticides we promote in a big way, and sustainable farming. Even in the organic farming and the natural farming, sustainability comes with the productivity should be with the sustainability. It's not that actually organic farming produces only 50% or 30% of the produce which is produced in the inorganic farming system. We should be able to produce something to the tune of almost 100%, at par with the chemical farming, systems. So there is a technology for that. There's a technology for that. We cannot depend only on organic matter called farmyard manure and then other things and all. We need to have microbial load. So I promote throughout the country. I speak, throughout the country with all the policy makers and the bureaucrats, and I tell them actually, when you are promoting organic farming, when you are promoting sustainable, natural farming, promote the use of the biopesticides and biofertilizers in a big way. Ministry of Agriculture, New Delhi, has a big program throughout the country to promote it. But we are all the stakeholders, and you are also stakeholders. You have to promote the awareness among the farmers when they are doing the natural farming, when they are doing the organic farming also. They need to provide biopesticides initially for a period of 3 to 4 years. Now the soil becomes completely rich with the beneficial microbes. Then soil becomes sustainable. Soil becomes healthy. Then the plants will be healthy. Plants will be resistant, tolerant. You don't need to use the pesticides. So this is a whole cycle. It's a big science. So what I always say is that actually use biopesticides and biofertilizers in every way. And I have found out various biopesticides and biofertilizers which are compatible with the chemical pesticides. You can use it along with the chemical pesticides. It will kill around 10 to 20% of the biopesticides. When you are using millions of the in 1 liter actually we'll have probably around 100 millions of microbes. If you lose around 10 millions of microbes when you mix it with the fertilizers or with the chemical pesticides, nothing happens. So this technology has to come per se from the various other institutions, and we are all promoting. But as an entrepreneur, I am able to help the farmers use the along with the pesticides. They are using it. So they do not have to spray separately biopesticides, separately chemical. Previously, we were thinking that actually they are antagonistic. Chemicals will kill the biopesticides. No, we have organisms, we have wonderful organisms which are very safe for killing the bacteria, for killing the pests, for killing the fungus. All this actually, they are compatible with the chemicals and macronutrients. The farmer can use it. So this is what actually I want to convey, that we have a lot of technologies. We have a lot of innovations. We can empower the nations. We can empower the nations, and you have to help us. And Mr. Ramesh is doing a great job, and we all have to help him actually to take these technologies to Sri Lanka and various other countries, so that the farmers will get benefited. The consumer ultimately will get benefited. The cancer issue has become so rampant, health issues have become so rampant actually just because of the pesticide residues in the country and with all the food and produce. We take almost around 60 to 70% of the produce actually which contains residues. So this is the situation. It should not continue. It should be reversed. So we should be able to have a residue free produce. We are not against the chemical pesticides, but the judicious use of the chemical pesticides, fertilizers is important. When you use the biofertilizers and biopesticides, you can bring down the fertilizer used by 60 to 70% in the soil. Polyhouses, we are taking the capsicum, tomato, and cucumber and all, almost they use, chemicals every third day, every second day. There's a spray of chemical pesticides in the polyhouse. Ministry of Agriculture wants to promote a polyhouse in a big way. So FAO has already told actually Indian protected cultivation polyhouse system is going to contribute tremendously to the groundwater pollution, just because of the indiscriminate use of the pesticides which they follow it, because there is no alternative. In the protected conditions, they grow nicely actually, all the pests and diseases. The sucking pests are so rampant, they have to use it actually, this thing. So I would like to suggest that we have technologies. We are able to successfully show around Bangalore and then the various parts of the Karnataka and also the India, 70 to 80% of the chemical usage has come down in the polyhouses, which is not easy. It is possible. So we have technologies. We can empower the nations. We can empower the industries. We can empower the farmers. So I want to thank all of you. I want to thank everyone, and especially Ramesh for giving me this opportunity. There's a lot to do, and you people are the stakeholders to do this, to spread the awareness among the farmers about the biopesticides and biofertilizers. For every problem the farmers are facing actually. So there is a solution for everything actually through the natural biological agents, beneficial microbes. Thank you.
ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಸಸ್ಟೈನಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಹೋಲ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್. ಆ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ನ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ರೀತಿಲೂ ರೈತರಿಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಬಹಳ ಸ್ವಚ್ಛವಾಗಿ ಬಹಳ ವಿಸ್ತಾರವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಾವ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ಗಣ್ಯಾತಿ ಗಣ್ಯರು ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿರೋದು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಿಂದ, ಆದ್ರೆ ನಮಗ ಅವರು ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಭಾರತ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ಮಾರ್ಟಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದರ ಒಂದು ನಿಲುವುಗಳಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಏಮ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ರೈತರಿಗೆ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಕೊಡುವಂತದ್ದಿದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಆ ಒಂದು ವಿಚಾರದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ಮಾಹಿತಿ ನೀಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಫೌಂಡರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಿಇಒ ಭಾರತ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ರಮೇಶ್ ಕಂಚು ಕೋಮ್ಲಾ ಅವರು ಬರಬೇಕು ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಮೇಲೆ.
So we have waited for the sir arrival. So unfortunately flight was delayed. So we were started the sorry for all the people. So wait for this particular event. So basically I am a Ramesh here. I will introduce by myself. I am from farmer background, sir. So I started my career making a farmer, advanced farming technologies, everything. So I started my career in customs. I started my career in manufacturing companies. I worked in contract manufacture, everything. After my completion of I came to Canada from 2019. So then I started my firm Bharat Supermart. So due to COVID, we did not bring into the public. So a lot of we did background for the mobile applications, how it will useful for farmer. So as likely told all our dignities. So today problem is price. So they are throwing the product into the road. So we don't want to, considering all this, we went to one NGO in Canada. We have approached them. So we asked them, so for our farmers should get at least the minimum price, MSP price. So for that, we have developed an application called exporttoday.com. So in this exporttoday.com, they don't want any knowledge of about customs, and they should not think for this how the custom process everything. With IEC, for any product, if you want to export it, it is a minimum IEC import export code should be required. So with IEC, without IEC, so where we will reach the product to the international market. So they can utilize this platform exporttoday.com through the Bharat Supermart. So Bharat Supermart is a selling platform. Exporttoday.com platform is a where they can onboard their producers, the residual free producers. So every country we have a system. So in our fruits, vegetable, what all the BLQ standards limit for every fruit they should have a residual free. So today people are not aware what is a soil health. So in the soil health, unless they correct, put the right inputs, biofertilizer, pesticides, unless they give proper inputs, we can't receive the proper yield. So by putting soil health, then we can also protect public health. So we can give, not only just give fresh farm, we can farmer can also think the cut farm where consumer can like. Farmer can give the products in ready-made products also, where they will get better prices. For this, we are making a one platform in Colombo in December 20 to 25, 22nd. So this platform will be, they can utilize. Now today we are going to the Krishi Mela, nearly 700 stalls we are being putting. So the Krishi Mela, what today we are seeing, we can take this Krishi Mela into international levels, so that every farmer can be know the systems. We can introduce every month. Our chart is going to every month. We are going to take certain every district we operate. So we started from Koppala district. This Koppala district, almost all farmers well educated. We went to a couple of the villages. We checked everything. They are well educated, the farmers, and today they are telling about organic certification, and they know they know how to protect their soil, and they know how to export it. So we have done one prototype segment. We have taken to Colombo. They seen 3 times of their produce. So unless they learn the things, the science and technology behind the experts, so they have to take their guidance, and then they should know how to the cultivate. So unless you use the proper inputs, Bharat Supermart will not useful for you. So Bharat Supermart today, you use your soil science as a better way, sell in Bharat Supermart, make 3 times, 4 times your produce. You can produce quality produce. There are a lot of foreign delegates are coming, and we are also planning to do whoever certified farmers, we can showcase their products through the sales gallery. So in the sales in Colombo, there is a sales gallery we are going to do for the farmers. They can produce all the quality goods, and they can showcase their products, and they can get better, more price. Our farmer can be rich in this platform. So thanks for giving this opportunity. So this will be useful for the exclusively for, unless they use the soil health, they can't, Bharat Supermart cannot able to help you. I request all the people to learn the things, what producers from the experts, give the proper inputs, then we'll get a better prices. So then we don't want to put the road into the crops. So thankful for everyone, thankful for this giving the opportunity. Thank you. So exporttoday.com is useful for farmer. Without zero knowledge, they can use this platform, sell at 3 times more. Thank you, sir.
ಕಲಿಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಹೊಸತನ, ಹೊಸ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ, ಹೊಸ ಆವಿಷ್ಕಾರಗಳು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಆಗೋದು ಬಹಳ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ನಾವ್ ಎಷ್ಟ್ರ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಬೆಳಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಅದ ಅಪ್ಡೇಷನ್ ನಾವು ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಖಂಡಿತ ನಾವು ಬೆಳಿಬಹುದು. ಅದು ಬಹಳ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ರಮೇಶ್ ಅವ್ರು ತಿಳಿಸ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಐ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಚೇರ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಅ ಲಾಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಂಕರೇಜಿಂಗ್, ಸಪೋರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ನೋಬಲ್ ಕಾಸ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ರೈತರು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಒಂದು ಮೂಲ ಮಂತ್ರ ಏನಿದೆಯೋ ಅದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಶ್ರಮ ಪಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರನೇ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಪರಿಶ್ರಮ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಅ ಲಾಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸೆಷನ್. ಓಪನ್ ಸೆಷನ್. ಓಕೆ.
ಈ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಶ್ರೀಲಂಕಾದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಯೋ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋ ಇದು ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಪಾತ್ರ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಥವಾ
ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ನನ್ನ ಸರ್ಕಾರದೇನಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಮುಖ್ಯ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಳಿತಿರ್ತದ್ದು ಏನು ಒಂದು ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೃಷಿ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯಿಂದ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥವ್ರು, ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಹುದ್ದೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿದ್ದರೂ ಸಹಿತ ರೈತರು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸೇವೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಬೇಕು, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕನ್ನುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಮೂಲ ಉದ್ದೇಶ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನಗಳು ಬರೀ ನಮಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು, ಅದರಿಂದ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು, ಬೇರೆ ರೈತರಿಗೂ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಅದರ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಗ್ರಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಪ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಇವರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 100ಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಅಗ್ರಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಪ್ಸನ್ನು ಪ್ರಮೋಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿದೆ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಅದು ಒಂದು. ಎರಡನೇದ್ದು, ಅವರು ಪ್ರಮೋಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಅಥವಾ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ನಮ್ಮ ರೈತರು ಬೆಳೆದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಉತ್ಪನ್ನಗಳನ್ನು ಉತ್ತಮ ಬೆಲೆಗೆ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ವೇದಿಕೆ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ರೆ, ಈ ವೇದಿಕೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಲಾಭದ ತಂದು ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮಂತರ ಬೆಂಬಲ ಇರಬೇಕಂತ.
ಸರ್, ಈಗ ಶ್ರೀಲಂಕಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಕುಸಿದಿದೆ. ಈಗ ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ತಣ್ಣಗಾಗಿದೆ. ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ರೈತರು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್ ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಅದು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ? ಹೈನುಗಾರಿಕೆ, ಮೀನುಗಾರಿಕೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ, ಬಟ್ ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕೆ ಒಂಚೂರು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ
ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೃಷಿಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚನ್ನು ಒತ್ತು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಾವಯವ ಕೃಷಿಯನ್ನು ಒಮ್ಮೆಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ತತ್ವಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಸಿತ ಇಳಿಕೆ ಕಂಡು ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಪ್ರಾಯೋಗಿಕವಾಗಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ದೇಶ ಕೃಷಿ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುನ್ನಡೆಯನ್ನು ಸಾಧಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಹೊಸ ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ಅಳವಡಿಕೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಓವರ್ನೈಟಲ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ತರಬಾರ್ದು. ಹಂತ ಹಂತವಾಗಿ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನು ಮೊದಲು ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ರೈತರು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನಿಸಿ ಪ್ರಯೋಗ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದರದ್ದು ಲಾಭವನ್ನು ಅವರು ಅರಿತುಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಅದನ್ನು ಅವರ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಅಳವಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅದು ಪ್ರಾಯೋಗಿಕವಾಗಿ ಉತ್ಪತ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ನಮ್ಮ ರೈತರು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಜಾಣರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಬಹುಶಃ ತಪ್ಪಾಗಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಹೋಗಿ ಹೊಸದೊಂದು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಇವತ್ತು ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಬಹಳ ಸೂಕ್ತವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಅದರಿಂದ ಲಾಭ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅದನ್ನು ಮುಂದುವರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಅಂಥ ಒಂದು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಮುಂದುವರಿಯಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ
ಸರ್, ಈ ವಿಚಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರವಾಸೋದ್ಯಮ ಇಲಾಖೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ರವಾಸೋದ್ಯಮ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಇದು ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ?
ಬಹುಶಃ ರಮೇಶ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಉತ್ತರ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ.
Very good question, sir. You asked why Sri Lanka, because they are already a low development country. Sir, we started this. Why we started in this particular program in Colombo? Sir, today we have a lot of vessel problems in India. So if I want to do any export, if I want to send one reefer container to US, we have to wait for 50 days time. So we don't have proper vessel connectivity. If I want to get, I have to wait for 2 weeks slot. So then only I can close the item. Farmer can able to send 1 ton, 2 ton, 3 ton cargo to neighbor country. But the container should be wait for till close the box. 10 tons material has to close the box. So we are using the Sri Lankan facilities, cool port, dry port. So when we showcase in Colombo, there is lot of, Colombo is a tourist place. There is lot of foreigners are coming, visitors are coming. So there is a lot of restaurant owners, mall owners, and then you can say Horeca hotels, big retail chain companies. So they will visit in the Colombo for tourism. So when we showcase our product, our stock should be readily available to sell it. That's why we are put it in base in Colombo, sir. So Bharat Supermart will help you to take any country. So by using all the proper agricultural inputs. So if your product is good, so we will take you to international level till the regulatory market. So because our stock should be available in Colombo port. Unless your stock will not there, so the app should not able to work for you. So I request everyone, whoever producers, bring the quality product, showcase to the international market, and we can able to sell it from Colombo base. So can be useful for this technology. So this is what
ಈ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಮತ್ತು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಕಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಅನ್ವೇಷಣೆಗಳನ್ನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡೋದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅರಿವನ್ನು ಕೊಡೋದು, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಆ ಲಾಭ ಇದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ರೈತರಿಗೆ ಈ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋದಿಂದ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಮತ್ತು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅವ್ರ ಮಾರುಕಟ್ಟೆ ವಿಸ್ತಾರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ?
ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಯಸ್ತೀನಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಲೂರ್, ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕೆ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ ಕೃಷಿ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಧಿಕ ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಫ್ರೆಶಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಏರುಪೇರುಗಳಾಗ್ತದ್ರಿಂದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಟೆಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಒತ್ತು ಕೊಡೋಂಥ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ದೇಶ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ. ಆದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ಡು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಟೆಡ್ನ ಇನ್ನೂ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಂಥ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅನೇಕ ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕೆ ಪದಾರ್ಥಗಳು ಏನು ಮೌಲ್ಯವರ್ಧನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಈ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟನ್ನು ಈ ರೈತರಿಗೆ ನಾವೇನು ಈ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಚುಯೇಷನನ್ನು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಥರ ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಮೌಲ್ಯವರ್ಧಿತ ಪದಾರ್ಥಗಳನ್ನು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತದ ಕಂಟ್ರಿಗಳಿಗೆ, ಈ ನಾವು ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಥೈಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 80% ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ಡ್ ಫುಡ್ಡೇ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ವ್ಯಾಲಿಡೇಟ್ ಫುಡ್ಡೇ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಡಿಕೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ, ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ರೈತರು ಏನು ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕೆ ಬೆಳೆ ಬೆಳೀತಾರೆ, ಆ ಬೆಳೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮೌಲ್ಯವರ್ಧನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಈ ಥರ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಪದಾರ್ಥಗಳನ್ನು ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ದೇಶಗಳಿಗೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ನನಗೆ ಭಾಳ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಅವಾಗ ಬಂದಾಗ, ಮೊದಲು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಭೇಟಿ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಂದರೆ, ಶ್ರೀಲಂಕಾದಿಂದ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಕಳಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ 5ರಿಂದ 6 ದಿನ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನಾವು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಡೆಸ್ಟಿನೇಷನ್ ಕಳ್ಸೋಕ್ಕೆ ಭಾಳ ಟೈಮ್ ತಗೊಳುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಉದ್ದಿಮೆದಾರರು ಮೌಲ್ಯವರ್ಧನೆ, ಆಹಾರ ಮೌಲ್ಯವರ್ಧನೆ, ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕೆ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ ಕೃಷಿ ಅವರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಮಹತ್ವದ ಆಕಾಂಕ್ಷೆಯಿಂದ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ.
It is a basically win-win situation for both countries.
ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ಸ್, ಎಂಟರ್ಪ್ರಿನರ್ಸ್, ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್
ಲೋಕಲ್ ಬಾಡೀಸ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಿಮಗೆ
ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಸಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ ಸರ್, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಕಂಟ್ರಿಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ಜನ್ರನ್ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ರೇಟರಿ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪನಿ ಸರ್, ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ರವೀಂದ್ರ ಸರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್, ಯು ಕಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ವೇ. ಮಿಷನರಿ ಸಪ್ಲೈ, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮರ್.
Commissioner. Next. Jembaya, sir. Jembaya, sir, please. Jembaya, sir. Prakash, Jembaya, sir.
ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಂದು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸೆಷನ್ನ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
Friends with Ramesh, he invited me to address this. So I'm taking care of like supply and setting up farm industries in Cuba. So ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Say use of modern technology in agriculture sector, the most pressing issue in the world today is the food supply. As you know, whatever produces, they almost more than 30% is goes as a waste because of not having. One is of cold storage cycle, and whatever you get, the things will not be processed properly. You'll be losing a lot of product. And the demand of food supply increased more than the twice the rate of population as it is growth for the last 35 years data. So all I think our food and agriculture organizations. So 10%, almost all 815 million people across the globe, they are all finding malnutrition, do not have enough food to lead the active and healthy lives. That's what we are saying now. So as most of our dignitaries they expressed the soil condition because of usage of pesticide, it is day by day deteriorating. Even in spite of having government monitoring and guidance with the scientists and the various universities, still it is not reaching to the farmers, those who are in the rural. So I came from the rural. I am also like you can say I am a farmer, but so my activities has diversified to pharma, from farmer to pharma. So I am the actually manufacturer of pharmaceutical formulations, which is like human and veterinary products. See, some of the popular technologies used in the agriculture sector is, as rest of the administrators they told, soil sensors. Nowadays the soil sensors are available. Soil sensor, with that even sitting at remote places you can able to analyze the soil. And second is your GPS technology, as most of the universities they are adopting. And weather monitoring, based on the weather monitoring, nowadays you can use for rural like radio station they are monitoring. There are a lot of scientists they are guiding the farmers. And automation, as most of the even nowadays the drone technology has come. So with the drone also spraying of technology and even monitoring system can be made with the drone. And lot of agriculture robots. This is I think idea of ICAR-IIHR, right? Then satellite imaginary. With the satellite imagery you can able to know the atmospheric conditions, rainfall, excess rain or less rain or crop situation, and based on that even the recommendations of like fertilizers can be monitored. And role of artificial intelligence also it has put into agriculture. I think still we are not much aware of those things, but there is a wide scope. Most of the developed countries, they are using as artificial intelligence for development of agriculture. In spite of having so much land in India, but still, when you reach to the farmers, see, none of the farmers, so I will tell example, if he's having a 10 acres land, his output, his returns will be in thousands, not even lakhs. Most of the laborers in rural, what to face problem is shortage of skilled labor. If labor comes, whatever the governments, they give the schemes, but still it is not at all reaching the farmers. Farmers, as you said, this they are the backbone of the country, but when you look at the other end, see, we are not making as a backbone, but ultimately they are sufferer. No, for agriculture, one thing what I noticed in agriculture sector is because of nuclear family, the land, say 100 acre brought to 50, 40, 10. Now the position of the rural land is will be finding in pieces, half acre, 1 acre, 2 years. That also they will search job in metropolitan cities. That also they are selling off. So actually speaking, nobody is there to work in rural. So example, when a man is having a 20 acre land, nobody is there to give to girl to marry his daughter. This is the situation. I want all the scientists to work more on rural and development of the agriculture farmers. So that's what I expect. So with these few words, thanks a lot, Shivamogga.
ಸರ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಮಾತು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಫಾರ್ಮಾಗೆ ಅದು ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಕೀ ನೋಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿ ಒಂದು ನಾವ್ ಏನೇ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಟ್ ದ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡೇ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ರೈತರು. ರೈತರು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಆನ್ ದ ಕೀ ನೋಟ್ ಇದೇ ತರ ಐ ನೌ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ Shri Radhakrishna Murthy sir. He is a legal advisor and joint venture for Bharat Supermart.
Good evening to all. I am new to talking in a dais, so I may be right or wrong, I don't know. So, being as a lawyer, I am able to give the legal documentation between the parties, and at the same time, it should be a method of model. Nowadays, nowadays the new model now coming into the technology side. For example, like Uber is there. Uber is connecting the passengers as well as the vehicles also. So the same method we are working on that, and because of that we started a company called a website called expo2day.com. expo2day.com. today.com. Not today. today.com. So please note that. And expo2day.com, the purpose of the website is, so some people are facing a lot of problems with the documentation, packaging and customs clearance, and so much of knowledge is required. So in business, normally what required is, some people are doing very good in their core field, core business. So if somebody is doing very good in agricultural farming, he is not good in accounting, or he is not good in getting a lead business or taking packaging and labeling and all other things. He doesn't know, he doesn't understand about those things. So in those lines we want to educate them, and we want to give some trainings, and we want to take them to the other countries, how other countries are accepting the product, and what is the packaging level and all other things. And in case if the packaging is going to the other countries, and how it has to be carried out, it may be in the crates or cold chain or referee or any other way. So what kind of packaging, again people don't know about the pallet sizes, containers, 20 feet container, 40 feet container, even air cargo shipping, even shipping also, again there are different shippings. So which are the best ports are available, what is the prices for each and every shipping. So people don't know about all those things. So we would like to give the education and knowledge, and as and when if somebody is interested about the exports, so I want to know some more information, not only the agri or any other thing. So people can come and they can ask us, and we are able to provide all the practical issues for the any small product or
large size or size is no matter. So they can come to us and we can able to help them. So this is the method we had a thought. So because of Ramesh only, this is also a kind of initiation from our end, and it is going to helpful for the every industry and not only the agricultural. This is a kind of a.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಸರ್. ಸರ್ ಹೇಳಿರೋ ಎರಡು ವಿಷಯನ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೈಲೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋ 2 ಡೇ ಎರಡು ವಿಷಯ, ಒಂದು ಕನೆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋಸ್ ಆಗೋ ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಬಹಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಹಾಗೂ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ತೊಡಗಿಸ್ಕೋಬಹುದು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ವಿಚಾರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋ 2 ಡೇ ಈ ಒಂದು ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಲೀಗಲಾಲಿಟಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾನೂನುಬದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ಹೇಗೆ ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಹೇಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ನೀವು ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, ಹೇಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಯಾವ ಒಂದು ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಬಹಳ ಸೊಗಸಾಗಿ ತಿಳಿಸ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಂತ ಸರ್ಗೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ 2 ಡೇ ಈ ಒಂದು ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ. export2day.com. ಓಕೆ, ಈ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಹಿತಿಗಳು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ರೈತರಿಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಒಂದು ಉಪಯೋಗ ಆಗುವಂತ ಒಂದು ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಯೂಶಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬ್ಲೈಂಡ್ ಫೋಲ್ಡೆಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಕನೆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೋರಿಂಗ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೋರಿಂಗ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಲ್ತೀವಿ, ಹೇಗೆ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ನಾವು ತೊಡಗಿಸ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಯಾಗಿ ಯಾರೆಲ್ಲ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಹೇಗೆ ನಾವು ದಾರಿ ದೀಪ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು, ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು, ಇವನ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಇನ್ನು ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಒಂದು ಮಾಹಿತಿ R&D ಹೆಡ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ತಿಪ್ಪೇಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಅವರು ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ಮಾಹಿತಿಗಳನ್ನ ನೀಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ವಿನಂತಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. See, when you do business, when you do farming, when you do any business, there is one thing economics is must. Without proper calculating risk, if you do business, you are lost. Today in India, farmers are lost because lack of vision. They don't know when to grow. What they do, simply I will tell you one example. Today, tomato price is high. Think of it, 80 rupees. Then today they will put seed. Everybody put seed because rate is very good. When it comes at a time, rate will fall. This is actually in India. It's not, see, that's why what I am telling to the farmers, don't put whole 10 acres one crop. This is my first advice. Whatever, rate may be secondary. When you put different things, no doubt there is a fluctuation can be balanced. I am seeing two things. One is farmers' lack of knowledge when they should put. Another one is players. There is a two players I have observed. Everybody thinks blaming middleman. But I don't blame middleman also sometimes. You think, why, sir? Are you thought that anytime you blamed politicians who are playing the onion price? Are you thought that today the tur dal is 180 rupees? Why it happened just within 2 years? In 10 years it has not happened. In 2 years it has happened 180 rupees. And onion price, you know, it may be right wrong politically. Atal Bihari Vajpayee government fall because of onion price. If you think going back, because lot of media peoples are there here. Because you are a best analysis, because that is what your job. As a scientist, I am analyzing both science and business. Don't do business simply, don't do science simply. But in India, we are doing science simply. I think sir told it is not reaching. There is no network between the business and science.
But if you go to the US, every university having a business development department in the campus, patent rights department. But in India, no. No university is having. You take including Central University, they don't have this. That module is required from the government, from the universities particularly. There is no technology coming from universities to the business. But one thing in our theme we pet that, I don't know how much we succeed in this now, but our aim is take science to the technology to the market. Now science is separate, technology is separate, market is separate in India. So think of it, when you are separate, ಇದು ಹೆಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, I can tell you one very simple Kannada example. ಗಂಡ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಜಗಳದಾಗ ಕೂಸು ಬಡವಾಯ್ತು ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಗಂಡ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಜಗಳದಾಗ ಕೂಸು ಬಡವಾಯ್ತು ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಸೈನ್ಸೇ ಬೇರೆ, ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿಯೇ ಬೇರೆ, ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟೇ ಬೇರೆ. ಬಡವಾಗಿದ್ದಾರು ಇಂಡಿಯಾ, ಕೂಸೋದು. If you keep together only you can grow. I can tell lot of science. Science ಇಲ್ಲಿ requirement ಇಲ್ಲ. Because I am expert in the molecular biology. You might be knowing about the cloning. I did cloning ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿರ್ತೀರಿ. You might be heard. Cloning ಅಂತ ಭಾಳ DNA ತಗೊಂಡು ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡಿ. You know best is BT cotton, everybody knows. Yes, all farmers BT cotton knows. You know that? Anybody what was BT brinjal? Sir, ಕೇಳಿದಿರಾ? ಯಾರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ? University of Agriculture is Dharwad. BT brinjal. But unfortunate in Indian business is, he got DBT funding, Department of Biotechnology, Government of India funding to do BT cotton, BT brinjal. But he suffered like anything later because he is explaining to the always. He never came to the market. He left that university and joined for another university. Means there is no support. They are questioning why you did BT cotton. Are government is given fund. Now he is explaining every time to the parliament and government from his university. Think of it. See how the coordination is lacking. There is a two coordination is required. Everybody should think first country, country, country. That should be there. If country is there, we are alive. If no country, you think you are in 2 minutes Iran today. If you think you are in Canada, if you think in Ukraine, how much trouble is there as a citizen of country? But Indians are very happy. But we have to work towards country. When you do work for country, you get money. Don't think you don't get. Everybody thinks earning money is too tough. But when you serve for the society, you will get earning. When you serve for the society, I am just making the one thing. Very popular examples. One tea person, tea selling person, paying 12 lakhs per month tax in Pune. 12 lakhs tax per month in Pune. Think of it. Just a tea. Sorry, what is there in the tea? No, you have to make proper composition and needed time service. But there is no research much going on tea. I think I will tell you everybody about the tea. Everybody is thinking tea, coffee. Yes, some people like coffee, some people like tea. But you make instant coffee. Powder you will get, mix it, brew coffee. But you never have tea. If you make tea, keep it, the quality loses. If you make, there is no powder of tea. Why? Nobody bothers. Where the vacuum in the research, we have to think. There is a big business that is, but nobody bothers. Always business when you want to do, you have to see the gap. Where is the gap society is having? That if you put the person, you get. That's what we are doing now. The business what we are going to do, it is not for self. It is for society. When you take any product anywhere, any product to anywhere, that's what the concept. Then only we can earn money. Money will come later, but concepts will never come. My suggestion for all the media peoples, because a lot of media persons are there, please promote science and technology. I will tell you one example. The Hindu paper, everybody knows, Hindu is one of the greatest newspaper in India. Yes? But if you go back to the 20 years back, every day one special article used to come in paper. One day arts, one day science, one day politics, one day something cinema. One special page. That there is one science and technology paper used to come on Wednesday earlier, just 20 years back. Now there is no science and technology paper itself. I think so. Media people should think this is. I don't know why media is removed science and technology. Because a lot of media people, sir, you have to think, you are all working in the field. At that time, I used to read that paper. Only Wednesday I used to read because I am science. Artist people will read on Friday. Entertainment Sunday, they used to read. Like that, there is a system. I don't know where gone that system. You have to get back old system. That is good. Now I will tell you another very important point. Devendra sir told just farmer to farming. Sorry, farmer to pharma. I just connected. Why can't we do this? He is just done. He is a farmer. He came to pharma. But why can't you do pharma in farming? Are you thought people? Sir, ಏನು ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೀರಿ. Yes, there is a relation. You take in India Ayurvedic system. We have so many Ayurvedic products. Is it comes in the pharma industry? It is coming in the farming. You might be knowing or not. We are highest exporter of cucumarin, arishina, haladi. Cucumarin used anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory. Anti-inflammatory ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ itching. I will tell you one example. Europe. 1/3 of population is facing inflammatory problem. Inflammatory ಅಂದ್ರೆ itching. ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಕೆಂಪಗಾಗಲ್ಲ. You talk about our Indians, ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಏನು ಕೆಂಪಗಾಗಲ್ಲ. Because we are so much resistance. Inflammation is not having problem. Because we are from kids we are exposed to the bacteria. That's why we are more resistant. But Europe countries, they have very sophisticated, they lost. Their inflammation system is not working. So that's why small things happening, they are tricky. This is all research done. I'm not telling the examples, but this is all research done in the top UK universities. Top UK universities they have done. One example I will put. Everybody using plastic bottles now drinking. Everybody is using plastic oil. Or anybody knows how much carcinogen is there in the plastic? No. Water bottle we are using carcinogen. It is dissolving in that. That is called phthalate esters. Phthalate esters are the carcinogens, cancer causing agents. If you want to make plastic, you need that phthalate esters. Otherwise you cannot make plastic itself. Now we are taking oil packet. We are using oil throwing. Means you are taking cancer causing agents. I am just putting one example. Now I will come back to the in Europe countries only. They have done one what is called in hospital. They made you go to the in hospital, you are using stainless steel. So clean, standard hospital. Yes, no iron, because if you go for any Sparsha hospital example, they use stainless steel. Or nobody knows the research they done in UK putting copper, because copper is antibacterial and antiviral. You have to use in hospitals not steel, copper coated. That's not we are using. If you go back in Indian, we are using to copper vessels to drink water. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಿ ಮೊದಲು. ಕಾಪರ್ ವೆಸಲ್ ಇಟ್ರೆ put your hand down, after 1 week also, you don't get biofilm, bacterial film, that's. But in you plastic bucket ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ, if you put hand down, there is a bacterial layer grows on the plastic. ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಬಕೆಟ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಏನೇ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ. Very simple, means finally I am suggesting that is called what is called alloy, copper alloy. Copper and zinc alloy is very very useful for the drinking water system. That is called, we will call it as a ಏನದು ಇತ್ತಾಳೆ, ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಇತ್ತಾಳೆ, brass, we can call it as a brass. Now you are seeing that everybody is using copper bottles drinking. Market na plastic bittu copper bottle bandave. I am just suggesting copper is also toxic. You have to use brass, because brass containing copper and zinc and releases copper slowly. When it is released slowly, it is healthy, not excess. Who are working in copper mining, they get blue color. The persons will get blue color because of the copper toxicity. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಗಾದೆ ಇದೆ, ಅತಿಯಾದ್ರೆ ಅಮೃತನು ವಿಷ. The best example is ಸಕ್ಕರೆ. Sweet is very important. Our body cannot survive without glucose. But now the glucose itself is toxic for us because we are taking excess glucose, or we are taking glucose but we are not spending. There is two reasons. So like this, there is a lot of things. I don't know. I am taking always more time. That is my problem. Okay, that's maybe problem or answer sometimes. If you have any doubts of scientific top.
Good evening, one and all. So my name is Ravindranath. I represent the company named Zentron Labs. So I would like to thank Mr. Ramesh to inviting Zentron and Ravindranath to this event. So what we have done is we have made technologies which can help farmers or Indian produce to be exported. So let me give an example. If you people have been gone to supermarkets where you have seen imported fruits and vegetables, have anybody seen? So all the fruits are of uniform color, uniform size, and it's very appealing for you to take. On the parallel side, if you have seen Indian fruits and vegetables, they would not be so appealing to you. Even though the quality, the internal properties of the fruits are the same, but we are not very good at packaging and making it world class. So we were a software company from Bangalore. We made this software to grade fruits. We supplied to an European company. Then we understood that India is the second largest producer of fruits and vegetables. Yet there is no grading machine manufacturer in India, and slowly we ventured into it, and now we have developed India's first high-speed fruits and vegetable grading machine. So in 2016, when there was a ISIS war, at that time Russia had stopped buying oranges from Turkey, and Russia wanted India to supply oranges because we had good connection. So at that time, from Punjab region, they exported one truckload of oranges to Russia via ship. So by the time they opened the container, all the fruits had perished because we don't have a very good post-harvest management and infrastructure to grade the fruits which has longer shelf life. So then Punjab government approached our company. So from then onwards, we started working on mechanizing this post-harvest sector to see how do we enhance the shelf life of the fruits so that the fruits which are grown in India can be exported across the world, like any other company, any other country is exporting to us. So this machine, in our machine, it's a very complex technology. We capture 360 degree of every fruit and assess it based on size, color, weight, defects. We also now, I would like to thank Dr. Dhananjay and IIHR. So we are working in partnering with them. We have developed technology which we can sort the fruits with internal defects. For example, mangoes, we can take out the fruits which have internal defects, spongy tissue, stone weevil, so that farmers, we can enable the farmers to export better mangoes. So I have traveled other countries where I have tasted mangoes which are so bland, but they are all exported around the world. So we had a customer from Russia visiting us. They tasted our Alfonso. They were so happy. They were never tasted such a fruit in their life. So there is a big gap in the market. So we need technologies. So we need technology and technology companies. The ecosystem should support and develop such companies where we can help our farmers export good amount of produce to the other countries. So it's a very sad thing that 55% of our economy is dependent on agriculture, but our entire agriculture exports is not even to 10,000 crore. Where other countries, developed countries, where agricultural only 4 to 5% people are in agriculture and they export in billions. Export of agricultural produce in billions. The gap is big. So, and in this platform, I would want to encourage people to see how do we help the farmers to get higher price via export, right? So any other country, any country. So today Maharashtra is doing very well in exports. So Maharashtra exports pomegranates and grapes in a very huge volume, in thousands of crores. There is an FPO by name Sahyadri, many people would know. I think they themselves do close to 1,500 crores every year. So it is possible. So Karnataka has a huge potential, and we are happy and proud to be, our entire company is formed in Bangalore, and from here today we have supplied more than 30 machines in J&K, Himachal for apples, and we have innovated small machines. So in India the issue is we have micro farmers, we need micro processing units. In the other countries there are like huge farms. So in other countries they have single farm size of 3,000 acres, 5,000 acres, but in India you cannot find that. In India the farmers are small, the land holdings is also very small. So we have hired very good engineers from Indian institutions where we are developing very compact technologies which can be used for Indian farmers, so that they can do the same thing what foreign countries are doing. We can use the technology and export their produce to the other countries. And we have good support from Government of Karnataka, Government of India, and we also won National Startup Award 2021 for this technology, to indigenize this technology in India. So once again I would like to thank my fellow people on this stage and Mr. Ramesh to give us an opportunity. Thank you.
365 ಡೇಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ಶೇಕ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಪಲ್ಪಿ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇದು ಪ್ರಿಸರ್ವೇಟಿವ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ರಿಯಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋ, ಅಲ್ಫಾನ್ಸೋ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋದೇ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಹುಶಃ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪನಿಯಿಂದಾನೇ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸ್ಟೋರೇಜ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿ, ಸೊ 365 ಡೇಸ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ದಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋ ಫ್ಲೇವರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಅಂಡ್ ಟು ಮೂವ್ ಆನ್, ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ chairperson for the session is Prakash Subramaniam, Director Regulatory. ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದು ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನಾಗಿ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ರೈತರಿಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ನೀಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
Our media person, sorry for the late, maybe half an hour late it has happened. So it's like a precaution is better than cure ಅಂದಂಗೆ ಇವತ್ತೇನಾಗಿದೆ. So I was basically into the quality department as well as regulatory. So I understood what is the concept for the quality medicine in the market. ಈಗ ಮೆಡಿಸನ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಇದು ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತಿನ್ನಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ at 10,000 more than that. So there is a vigilance called as drug control department, government testing lab. So market ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಿಕ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಮೆಡಿಸನ್ ನ, ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. If it fails, they send a notification to recall the product. Is there any provision for the fruit or vegetable which is grown in the market, means grown in the farmer and it is put in the market? Is there any vigilance for the pesticide free fruit or vegetables? No vigilance is there. The government tells only not to use the chemicals, but in spite the big industry more focuses on how to earn the business. They're least bothered on the health, citizenship, sales and all. So in this case what we could analyze, there is a gap. So we need to correct at this stage, otherwise our next generation also will get spoiled. Even we could see lot of cancer has come, lot of health issues there, which by the time if you fall between 50s, people are finding lot of health issues, and it has become like encashing for the doctors and other industries as well. So in this case someone has to take the chances to correct this. One is we need to correct the soil. Why we need to correct the soil? All these days what we have done is we have put a lot many chemicals and pesticides, and some people also killed. I hope I understand, when I gone through so many articles I could see the person who has used a lot many toxic chemicals, he also died. So understanding all this, like we need to correct the soil, use the right come back to the 10 years or 15 years back, understand the concept, organic fertilizer or the biofertilizer. Let us understand what is a chemical and organic fertilizer. Organic is like, I understand Dhananjaya sir knows about, he is expert in that. Whatever is decayed, that composite is we are using as an organic. Whereas a biofertilizer, our sir is expert, we have come out with a concept called as biofuss. It is purely a microbial culture based with carrier based material where we can use as a biofertilizer. So when we use this biofertilizer, what happens, like there is a minimal chances of pesticides used in the during the cropping. So what happens, like fruit comes with quality fruit, which is getting it qualified for the consumption. Who is going to certify that fruit whether it is suitable for consumption or not? Do we have any provision to test that fruit? Is there whom to catch me? Who has given this fruit? How to track this? From where it has come? But medicine, I know that it has been produced by Pfizer. It has been produced by Sun Pharma because label is coming. It's with label. I can see who has produced this medicine. I got so many issues after consuming this medicine. I'll put legal on that. To whom I should put the legal? So understanding all this, now we cannot catch hold of who is produced this fruit, which is regularly I'm consuming medicine as and when I'm going in sick. Then only I'm consuming. But everyday consumption is fruits and vegetables, grains. So who is going to certify the quality? No one certifies the quality. And many, we could, I think recently a couple of months back, we want to export some fruits. It has failed in VLQ, below limit of quantification. I felt what we have to, either we have to destroy this or we have to make this to consume. We are not qualified to export this, but we consume it. In India, we consume it. But other country, they are not accepting it. So understanding all this concept, what is the gap and how to correct it is like 5 years what we understand between our team member like Dr. Tippesamy and Ramesh and myself. We have worked on this many how to correct this. One is of soil and then take this organic means pesticide free vegetables and fruit. We are more focused on only the quality products.
Certified, organic certified fruit only, very limited edition. We doesn't want to give anything like now people, I understand there is a gap. Like people, they go into the market or they go into the mall, they purchase the fruit. Whether the fruit is really tested or not is a question. So whenever we go with medicine, I understand we go with Pfizer is having a lot many qualities. Sun Pharmaceutical is as a quality medicine. Instead of going with local branded, we go with the branded. You write the branded medicine. So we understand they will really maintain the quality. So if you come back to this farming, who is the quality? Either I have to, who is going to be a quality person in the farm? Sayadri is going to give the quality fruit or vegetable? Whether he gives any certification for the fruit which is going to supply? No one certifies. So now we need to correct on this, putting the gap between the university.
ಬೇಕಾದ ಪದಾರ್ಥಗಳನ್ನ ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಬೇಕಾದ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಬಳಸಿ ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಬಳಸಬೇಕು ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಳಸಬೇಕು ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಗುಡ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸಸ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದಿದೆ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಇದೆ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಪ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗು ಮತ್ತೆ ವಿಜಿಲೆನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಮಾಹಿತಿನ ನಾನು ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಹಂಚ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆನಲ್ಲಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ 40 ರಿಂದ 50 ಕೋಟಿ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಬಂಡವಾಳ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಅಕ್ರೆಡಿಟೆಡ್ ಪೆಸ್ಟಿಸೈಡ್ ಹೆವಿ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಲ್ಯಾಬೊರೇಟರೀಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಆಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಅವರ್ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿ. ಇದು ಮಾಧ್ಯಮ ಮಿತ್ರರಿಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾನು
My name is Mumbai. I worked in pharma for last 28 years around the globe, and I am also one of the directors in the Fortex along with Ramesh. And we thought, let us introduce the farmers along with pharma and nutraceutical and cosmetic product. This is our concept, how it works. As we are aware that the farmers can grow a lot of medicinal plants which is age old, already there for several years, and which can be exported to many countries. And a lot of clinical research also going on herbal medicines which are outside country, which it can be used. Now it is turning back from synthetic to herbal medicine. This is how it is working out. So we want, we can use this platform, initially start with this all fruits, agriculture product, all these things, and get farmers awareness of medicinal plants. Then we can go cultivation of medicinal plants, and already we know that for lot of cancer drugs will be used like vincristine, vinblastine, like this plants, and then we extract and we make the product, which is a very expensive product, and also farmers can benefit lot with that. So that is our concept. So all other things, I think a lot of the dignitaries already they have spoken about that horticulture and agriculture things. And one more thing I would like to share here. So there is no quality for the fruits and other things. That's what some of our colleagues told, but it is available. As for my knowledge, I know that lot of mangoes in Maharashtra which they are cultivating and exporting through Baba Atomic Research, they will do the sterilization studies, because I remembered when I was working in Europe in 2013-14, they have rejected Indian mangoes. They said it's banned. Indian mangoes cannot be allowed into Europe. So for that they made a study, and through Baba Atomic Research, all the mango box itself, it will pass through radiation and it will kill the insect inside the seed. Then it can be exported. That is allowed US and also Europe. As we know, there are lot of countries. India is second biggest horticulture export. Like all fruits will be exported by India is in second position. China is number 1. Then Netherlands is number 3. They are in big export. As we know, we are aware that in Sri Lanka there is a lot of what I say, bossism. They don't allow any product coming from New Zealand. Means they want to make it their own product and they are dominating certain people. But we know that we can able to manage through the local bodies. That's how we thought we can go with this concept. And lot of fruits like here, mangoes, pomegranates, so then grapes, these are the major fruits exporting to the regulated market. And also the countries which are wine making, lot of grapes will be used. So I don't want to talk much at this time. So already all our people have spoken regarding this. Thank you very much. He is a model of, he is my friend.
He is your friend, he is your partner, he is your half soul.
And we always fight each other.
Fight for,
Fight each other. So during the work, so whatever he said, I don't accept it.
Next person to receive the honor is Dr. Tippeswamy sir. So Tippeswamy sir.
Okay.
Fortex. 3 idiots. You may think of 3 idiots. Last but not least, ಅಭಿನಂದನೆ ತಿಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಹಾಗೆ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಕೃತಜ್ಞತೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಕ್ಷಮೆಯನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಅರ್ಧ ಗಂಟೆ ತಡವಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಯ್ತು. 1 ಗಂಟೆನಾ ಸರ್? ಓಕೆ, 1 ಗಂಟೆ ತಡ ಆಯ್ತಂತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ